Welcome back. So you're wondering how to legally use copyrighted music in your YouTube videos. Is there a way of doing that? We're going to show you how.
Of course there's a way to legally use copyrighted music. You pay for it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, isn't that the only legal way that you can use copyrighted music?
Absolutely. If something's copyrighted, and it means you don't have the rights to use it. It's somebody else's music. So to put it in a YouTube video, sometimes you can get away with it, but you won't get paid for it. You won't be monetized. The person who owns the music, YouTube will actually send the money to them.
See, now this is good to know. Mm-hmm. So they're going to come to you. They're going to go, you can't use that.
Let me actually give you a scenario. So this is a little bit different, but my friend of mine, Grant Thompson, has the channel King of Random. Sometimes people will steal his videos and post it on their channel, or they'll take a big portion of it, put it in their own video and post it on their channel. YouTube has an automatic feature built in where they will then, all those views, all that shares, Grant will actually get paid. Grant will get paid for his content even. So that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice to know that your content is safe and secure. But let's go back to you. You've got a video that you want to make and you're thinking, ooh, it'd be so good to put Taylor Swift in the background or something like that. But how do I get permission? How can I legally use that? Well, that's going to be tough. I don't know how you get...
Well, you got to go to ASCAP or BMI and you have to apply for a license to be able to...
Yeah, and something that specific with a real popular artist, something that you're going to hear on the radio or something, it's going to be real expensive to get the rights to be able to do that if you get permission at all. So what can you do? All right, so I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, I've got 3 resources. The first one we're looking at here is Pond5.
Pond5.
I've used this a lot. And you can download samples of it that will say pond5.com in the background that you can see. Is this going to work with my video before you actually buy a track? You're going to find something here in the range of $10 to $50. But there's high quality stuff here. So if we click on music, you see they have other stuff.
But this isn't necessarily Taylor Swift stuff. These are people that are they're music creators. They're basically soundtrack or music bed creators, right?
Right, and I'm curious, if I type in Taylor Swift, let's see if there's similar, like people have kind of done what's the...
Taylor Swift style, happy guitar, corporate inspiration music.
Yeah, so let's see what this sounds like.
Oh, yeah, that's Taylor right away. Or the one underneath it, Ariana Grande pop type song, Taylor Swift. So they know people are searching for these kinds of music.
So if there's something real specific that you want, you can come and you can find one here. You see the one above it was $29. This one here is $40. And you can use it as much as you want.
Okay, so it is unlimited.
Channel. Read their terms and the conditions and whatnot. But yeah, you purchase it for the use on your YouTube. You can use it on multiple videos and whatnot without any additional fees.
Okay,
so you pay that
we
one
did
time.
find some Taylor Swifty type stuff there.
Yeah. Let me show you another way to navigate. If you come up here, hover over the little music notes, and you can see, different categories. So if we're wanting like energetic, let's go to energetic.
Oh, this is going to wake us right up, isn't it?
Their website changed. All right. Unfortunately, their website changed. Something that I was wanting to demonstrate to you.
Do you hate when they do that?
Yeah.
It's so useful and easy, and then they do a new version.
So what I like to do is I'll edit the video first that I'm wanting to add music into so that I can come over here and I'll hit play.
And you can kind of visualize, you can see.
And then I go back and I watch my video to see how does this video, fill in this background. So it's really helpful to do that. You then move on to the next one. And you think, ooh, that's a different fill. Do I like that? Mm-hmm. And so it's just a matter of testing it. If you really want to get to a point where you want to download it and try it out, let's see if you go here to see item details. There's this feature here, download preview. And so, if we keep playing it, let's wait to hear the pond5.com. Let's see if we can hear it. So they changed it. Now it's Pond5. It used to be a woman's voice.
It's much more intimidating.
Pond5. So now we know that they updated that too. So if you download the preview, it will say Pond5 in there. But you can use that, but then when you're ready to buy it and get rid of that Pond5 nonsense, you just add to cart, pay the $25, and now that's yours to use.
That's beautiful. I loved on the other screen too, on some of those, it showed the beats per minute kind of, 128 or whatever it is, so that you can, without even listening, you kind of already have in your mind, what the tempo is going to be like.
Yeah.
Of course, you could always speed it up anyway in editing software, but.
Yeah, all right, so let's show you another one. If we go to audio.
So that was Pond Scum.
Pond 5.
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle. All right, so we'll just come here to music. Very similar layout as you can see here, but that was pretty lame.
Well, that could work for something.
But let's do like, what's the word for suspense? That's the word.
Suspense is the word.
All right, let's type in suspense.
Oh, or suspenseful, yeah.
So
have them. There it is.
Okay, this is going to be
dark.
Audio Jungle.
Oh yeah. $20 of suspense. Right?
Yeah, $20 of suspense.
Here's another one.
Audio Jungle.
Inner World. They don't do Inner World anymore. Have you noticed all the trailers these days? There's no talking. It's just words that just show up.
We could bring it back.
Jungle.
One man working alone
with one jar of peanut butter.
He has 12 hours to concoct the world's greatest peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Audio Jungle.
All right, you want to see
cool,
one more?
Though.
You want to see a free version?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't want to pay jack squat. Now, if you want to do it professionally, you got $20. It's a sawbuck, right? Boom, done. But I like to get things for free if I can, even if they're questionably legal.
You see me typing in a search here on YouTube, no copyright sounds. This is actually a channel. Got to be careful with channels like this. Make sure they're legit. And one way that you can make sure they're legit is look at the number of subscribers. That's just this one's got 20 million subscribers. This is one that I use a lot. Now, what people have done, different music creators, let me hit pause for a second. Different music creators have volunteered and given the rights to no copyright sounds for their music to be used by other YouTubers. But you just have to give them an attribution. They want advertising. So all you need to do to be able to use their music for free is put a little few lines down in your video description and you can use it. So let's go into videos, and there's tons and tons to choose from, right? Let's just, hopefully we pick a good one. Let's see what this one sounds like. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Now I got a beat. For a vlog or something.
Right, yeah.
Like there's a time lapse, you're driving down the road, you can... Alright, so if we go down and we look in the description here, it says, when you are using this track, we simply ask that you put this in your description. So you basically copy those 4 lines into your description, and then you have rights to use this
you're
music.
Not putting, you don't have to put anything on the video itself, right? There's no music provided by no copyrights. It's that in the description itself. It's just if someone happens to read it, good for them. That's a pretty good deal right there.
Yeah, and on this
how do you lose?
This particular channel, no copyright sounds. I believe that they upload a new track of music every single day. They're all kind of similar, but you can find other channels like this. Again, just be really careful because somebody could take, we'll just use the Taylor Swift example. Someone could take Taylor Swift, put it on their channel, and claim that it's a no copyright. It's got this NCS release. Find a channel that you feel is legit. Kind of do your own due diligence. But that's the third way that you can find music to legally use in your videos. All right, so was that helpful?
For me, it was, once again.
Yeah, so 3 different ways. What was the most beneficial one for you?
I'd say the free one. Yeah, because I'm a cheapskate.
He is.
And I don't know great music from okay music.